Who doesn't love Cape Cod? Charming towns, sweeping beaches, whale sightings, and more seafood than you can shake a lobster claw at. It's the kind of place that calls you back again and again. Our ride didn't exactly start with postcard weather. We rolled into the Buzzards Bay parking lot, all set to cruise the mainland side of the Cape Cod Canal Trail, only to be met with a wall of fog thick enough to make the famous railroad bridge nearly disappear. And trust me, that bridge isn't exactly subtle. And this isn't just any bridge. It was the longest vertical lift bridge in the world when it opened in 1935. That center span, a whopping 544 feet, and it still ranks among the biggest today. And then it started to rain. So with the trail looking more like a ghost story than a bike path, we made a strategic decision. Lobster first, ride later. So we drove across the Bourne Bridge to the Cape-Side and made our way to the Lobster Trap, a cozy spot tucked near the southwestern stretch of the trail. If you're going to wait out the fog, there are worse ways to do it than with a lobster roll in hand. By the way, biking over the Bourne Bridge, which is one of two ways to get onto the Cape, is a little wild. The sidewalk's raised about 1.5 feet above the road, and if you don't like heights, you might find yourself looking straight ahead and humming to stay calm. The trail runs along both sides of the canal, and at around 7 miles long, each side is flat, wide, and gives you a front row seat to all kinds of boat traffic, tugs, barges, and if you're lucky, the occasional tall ship, all chugging between Buzzards Bay and Cape Cod Bay. We hopped on the Cape side of the canal trail and pedaled east, following the path alongside the water toward the Atlantic. This trail is actually a service road built and maintained by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. You can see between the trees, it looks like there might be a RV park right on the north side of the canal. That'd be the perfect place to be to ride this trail. Well, this guy wanted us to see something, and so when we stopped, it was cicadas everywhere. It was interesting, we even caught him on the camera, flying in front of us. This isn't just a pretty canal, it's practical. Instead of taking the long way around the Cape, vessels can shave off 135 miles of open ocean by cutting through here. It's been toll-free since 1928, as long as your boat's got the power to make the trip. As you ride, keep an eye out for the numbered poles. They're spaced about 500 feet apart and are markers for historical facts. If you look in the description below this video, you'll find a link to download some descriptive context for these markers. The Sagamore Bridge is another iconic steel arch bridge built in 1935. Like the Bourne Bridge, it was designed to handle cars long before anyone imagined RVs and summer traffic backups stretching for miles. It's still the gateway to Cape Cod for most visitors, although crossing it on a bike, not exactly relaxing. So let's just stay on the side we're on for this ride. Well, it's been kind of a wacky day on the Cape Cod Canal Bike Trail. We started out with fog so dense you could hardly see the railroad bridge. Took a break for lunch.
Nice little lobster roll.
Yep, and then the sky cleared up, and now it's moving in between cloudy and icky, but the trail ride, I guess, is what I'd expect it to be. I wish there were large ships in the channel, but we haven't seen one yet. And it's peaceful, and there's lots of birds and wildlife, and easy ride.
It's been a nice ride, and weather turned nice, and I've enjoyed it.
At this end of the trail, we decided we wanted to find the Cape Cod Visitor Center. But right before we got there, we found a cute outdoor bar we had to stop at, the Pilot House. Seemed like it was time for a drink and some yummy tuna nachos. If you have the time, swing by the Cape Cod Canal Visitor Center. It's free and filled with hands-on exhibits, films, and great stories about the canal's past and present. It's especially fun if you like a little history with your ride. Well, we got there when a tour bus let out, so we couldn't even get inside. Whether you ride on one side or both, this trail offers something rare. Flat, scenic riding with big ocean energy. Between the ships, the sea breezes, and the sound of bike tires rolling on smooth pavement, it's just one of those trails that feels good. Well, that's our ride. We hope to see you on our next adventure. Thanks for watching.